the ride cymbal, providing rhythmic information to the band, not only the pulse, but the swinging feel. It's really the heartbeat of so much of jazz drumming, and it's your signature when you play. So to work on the ride cymbal beat, we're going to start on the hi-hat. Why? Well, because the hi-hat is dry, as opposed to the ringing sound of the ride cymbal. And it allows us to focus and concentrate more on the actual tone and rhythmic placement. We'll move it over to the ride cymbal very quickly. But my feeling has become, if you can swing a band with one hand, you can swing a band. All right. Let's get a tempo. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now that was pretty good, but I could hear a little variation in tone, so I might want to practice this a bit more, and maybe I'll slow it down. 1, 2. Paying attention to the rebound height, where I'm striking the hi-hat, where I'm playing the hat, and of course the rhythmic placement. So tone, dynamics, and rhythm. Notice that I'm playing with my thumb on top of the stick. I'm driving the stick. The motion is similar to if you were scolding a bad puppy. You're saying, bad boy, oh, shame that puppy, right? I'm not swinging my arm like this. I swing and I stop, and this produces a snapping motion, okay? There's also a bit of travel within the grip or the hand. And if I were to ask you to try to pull the stick out of my hand, you could do it very easily. I'm not holding it too tightly. The wood is free to vibrate. This prevents injury and also produces a better sound. I'd like to practice quarter notes, but I also practice half notes, and I'll practice whole notes. But for now, let's concentrate on the quarter note. And what I'm going to do, I'll play 4 bars of quarter note and then 4 bars of the ride cymbal pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's do 2 and 2. I can do it at a slower tempo. Or a faster tempo. Okay, so you can see that I'm playing relaxed, and I'm concentrating on getting a consistent quarter note pulse. Why? Think of jazz, the walking bass line. The bass player is not accenting any particular note. Each quarter note is equally important in providing the pulse, the propulsion, the forward motion of the music. This is how I hear the ride cymbal, at least for starters. Now, let me be clear. You can phrase the ride cymbal pattern any way you like, and that will often change depending on the circumstance. You might want to accent 2 and 4. Or you might want to accent the syncopated offbeat. Particularly on the ride cymbal, kind of an Elvin Jones sort of feel. But as part of this process, it's important that you prove to yourself and to your bandmates and to me, if you're sending me a lesson submission, that you can play a good quarter note pulse and then add the syncopation. The syncopation, you'll see, is really a pickup to the next quarter note. And the basic arm motion does not change. So please note, I am not playing the ride pattern as a 3-note phrase, and I'm not moving it across the cymbal. I just find this way to work the best. It was kind of a self-improvement course I gave myself over the years, but it's worked really well in all of my teaching. So let's get the quarter note pulse at all tempos, and then add the syncopation. Since we're on the hi-hat, let's open and close the hi-hat. Notice that I'm opening the hat for the syncopation. I am not playing okay? And on behalf of ArtistWorks and the drumming legacy of every great jazz drummer I've ever heard, do not play the hi-hat pattern. This is a public service announcement, because if you do it that way, it's wrong, period, all right? No debate.